to our new home, everybody. And actually it's not our new home. We've had our home for over 2 years now. We are just bringing you an updated house tour because it's our most requested video. So many of you comment to us and message us asking to do an updated house tour video, so here it is.
I'm Lucie and this is my husband Lahiru. We've been living in our home here in the south of Sri Lanka for over 2 years now. Thank you for being here and for joining us in today's episode. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we just want to say a massive thank you to our patrons and channel members for supporting us and allowing us to continue creating these videos.
You may notice that quite a lot has changed around here, especially the colour of our house because it's now yellow. We really like the colour yellow. We love that it's really earthy. It has the clay vibes, which is like all around in this area, and it goes really well with the greenery around. So yeah, super happy that we chose yellow. I don't actually know the name of the paint. A lot has changed in the garden space, but we're going to show you that a little bit later on. You guys are all here for our house tour, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is the first room that you enter into our home. This was the first space that we started renovating in our home. The first night that we slept in our home, we actually slept in this room. We just put a mattress on the floor and yeah, we just slept there and we'd done nothing to the space, I think, at that point. So it's now 7:30 at night. We've just arrived back to our new home to officially spend our first night sleeping here. It's going to take a while to process that this is actually our home. It's just going to take ages to sink in, I think. And as you can see, this is where we're sleeping tonight, but we forgot to bring blankets and pillows. But that's fine, we'll just make do with what we have. And that was kind of a scary night because we realised there was so much to do, so much renovating to do with the space. So yeah, we've got a lot of cleaning to do, a lot of renovating to do to make it super homely vibes, but we'll get there. So this was the first bit that we started to renovate. So we put a ceiling up, which was very interesting because we both had never done anything like that, especially me. I didn't know what we were doing. So we had fun putting the ceiling up. It was really challenging and it was just Lahiru and I doing it at the time. We had no help. And then we painted all the walls and got it looking a lot better. Originally as well, we did paint the floor grey and it all looked so lovely and fresh. Actually, the grey floor paint didn't last very long at all, and now the floor is back to being red again. But that's fine because we're going to be doing more renovations in this area at some point. We have some plans, but for now, not yet because funds don't allow that. Yeah, so this room is actually now like the dog room. The dogs just hang out in here when they're inside. It's just a good space for them to be. It's really cool. When it's really hot outside, they can come chill in here. This is the guest bedroom, or this is where we used to sleep before we renovated our other side, which we'll show you in a minute, but you've probably been following along our renovations and know all about the other side. This is where we originally slept. When we'd done the painting and everything, we then moved our bed. We made a bed frame for the first time, which we're so happy with because we didn't like any bed frames that we were looking for. They were kind of like, they were just not our style, so we made the bed frame. We're super happy with how it turned out. And yeah, this is now the guest bedroom. But eventually we want to do some like knocking down this wall. Yeah, eventually we want to knock this wall down and have it as like a bigger room adjoining the other room, which I'll show you in a bit. And this is what we're calling the storage room. This is where we are putting all of our tools and other like bits of equipment and stuff. That's just in here, like all chucked in this corner. We've got paint, tools, electrical, like leftover electrical stuff. And then on this side is other bits like cleaning and some other random bits and pieces that we haven't yet slotted into the space. This was more full in this room because we had loads of our kitchen stuff all stored in here, but now we've finished the kitchen, that's all moved in, so we've been able to like organize this space a little bit more. There's still more work we want to do and we'd rather it be a little bit more tidy than this, but this is fine for now. And then yeah, this is the room that adjoins the guest bedroom on this side, so we want to knock out this wall here and have the two rooms joining. So we completed the small renovations in this space so that it was livable, so that we could start our renovations in this space. I think this was the first door we'd ever made, right? And we made it into like a stable door because my mum and dad have one at their house, and I really love that, and I think it's really cool that I can bring ideas from where I grew up into my new Sri Lankan home, which isn't new anymore. So yeah, we made this door, which we really love. Actually, it's a little bit broken now. We need to fix it. Actually, Dad broke that last time he was here. He was trying to fix it, but broke it a little bit more. And it's a little bit annoying. But come on through, our lovely door. So this is where our renovations get really fun and interesting, because this area used to be the worst part of the house. It was the scariest part, and I always used to stay in this area once we'd renovated it. I never liked coming in this side because it was really damp, full of mold, full of creepy crawlies, like there were things falling from the roof. It was completely infested by termites. I just couldn't come in this side. Plus, it used to flood. Do you remember when it flooded? And this whole, it was disgusting. So because of the termite problem, we knew that we had to change everything. So we ended up taking the really horrible termite roof off. We knocked some walls down. We built the slab, built the walls up, put a new roof on, and then we could start like really designing the space, because we had a dream when we first came to look at this property. We both said to each other it'd be really cool to have like an open plan kitchen and a loft bedroom. We had all these ideas. And we didn't think that we would be able to go through the ideas. Yeah, and then when we made the decision to take the roof off, it all came into play, that we could see our dream come to life. And now we've like almost finished. I'd say we're like 90% finished in this half. We've put so much time and effort. We haven't filmed everything. A lot has been done behind the scenes. We've put so much, our heart, soul, energy, sweat, blood, tears, stress levels through the roof. And now like we're pretty much almost there. We've still got a few bits here and there to do, but you would have seen in last week's video that we finished our kitchen renovations, so I'll show you that in a minute, but just to kind of like give you an idea of the layout now. Okay, so what I love most about our new space is these lovely French doors that we've created. They're custom made. So this area here used to be a window, and then we decided we would want to change the layout. So we thought it'd be really awesome to knock out that horrible window, which the wood was really not good quality. Again, it was riddled with termites. And we got these really strong doors made instead, and it really opens the space. It lets a lot more light into the home as well, which that's what we're going for. A lot of Sri Lankan homes are really dark. I feel like they're really claustrophobic. So putting extra windows in really adds so much light to the space. So come on in. So first we have Drizzle's bed down here. She sleeps in here all the time because she's a princess, Kumari. So she sleeps just down here. Then we have through this door, this is our bathroom, which it doesn't look like we want it to at the moment. We originally renovated the bathroom by ourselves. We did a whole DIY project to make the bathroom usable. Before it wasn't even a bathroom, was it, Ruth? This is another small room which we're using as a storage space. We haven't done any renovation with this room. It's just we've dumped our things in here, and this is going to turn into our bathroom. So we'd hope to have a shower here, little sink, maybe a washing machine. It was an empty room. It was full of mold. It was like a really horrible green color. And we just had the idea to put the bathroom in there because there was only a squat hole toilet, which you may have seen our squat toilet to pantry video a couple weeks ago, where we changed that. I did not want to use the squat toilet. There was no shower, there was nothing. So we had the idea to put the bathroom in here, and we worked so hard. Again, we hadn't done a lot of the things before that we didn't here, like making a concrete sink, installing a toilet, doing the pipe work. We'd done nothing like that before. So this was like a full-on DIY project that, really looking back, we definitely should have had the professionals to help us. However, saying that, we did it before we put the slab on. So whatever we would have done would have been ruined anyway. So yeah, this is now, I'd say, halfway through renovations. We've actually installed a much bigger window, so it lets in loads of natural light. We still have to put like a frosted sticker on there or a curtain or something. And we need to redo like the titanium because we've had the electrics properly installed. So we have good electrics in the bathroom now. And yeah, we need to like do a lick of paint and everything. So we'll just leave you with the videos of how it once looked, and you can use your imagination of how it should look now. Then over here we have our dining table, which again we got custom made, and it comes with like a little bench. This is a really good area because I can do my work here whilst watching and talking to Lehero in the kitchen as he cooks, because he cooks like all of our food. I do all the laptop work, all the editing, and then our stairs, which leads up to our bedroom, but I'll show you that in a minute. And then we lead into the kitchen, which you may have seen last week's video. We completely finished our kitchen renovations, which is really exciting. So come on in. Come on in to our kitchen, the second worst room in the house. This is our kitchen. It's really messy. I'd say that the kitchen renovation is probably the most satisfying to look at because it's really done a transformation. It was a really horrible room. It had a really disgusting tiny tiled sink that had questionable drainage. It was not very nice. It was just, yeah. This is our kitchen. This is what we've done today. So I don't know if you remember, this was our sink. It's now no longer a sink. We had a quite nice cooking area. So we were actually cooking on fire when we first moved into our home, which is nice because it gave the meals a smoky flavour, but it just took a long time to do. And when it's in monsoon season and there's lots of rain, it's hard to find dry wood, and we didn't have time to prepare all this wood for cooking. And then it had some other really not nice worktop, and it just felt really boxed in. It had like this random tiny window that I don't know why it was there. It was like a little lookout point, and we just thought, when we first saw the space, we thought, how amazing would it be if we knocked it all down and made it open plan? And that's what it is now. It's open plan, and it's amazing. We have good electrics in here. Where do you want to go first? Do you want to do pantry first or kitchen?
This one.
Ah, should I say about this door? Which is no longer a door. Before, this was the back door, and this was the door that actually we got broken into before. Remember? Someone has broken into our house. Opened the door, they rammed the door open, and they stole some tools that weren't ours actually, it was the workmen's that were working here at the time. But they didn't steal any of our stuff, which is quite impressive. So maybe it was an inside job, as many people say. But yeah, this was a back door. And a lot of you guys commented to us saying it's not good having a back door here where you can see the front door, which is directly behind you guys, because it's bad luck. Is that right?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe? So anyway, yeah, we had the idea to just cover this up. And this area was where the squat hole toilet was, but I'll show you that in a bit. So yeah, this is nice, it's just a clean space. And then it leads into our beautiful kitchen space. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. It's absolutely incredible, and it's so nice to have a lovely, comfortable, clean kitchen to cook amazing food. And yeah, it's just a great place to be. I'm really happy with it. And it's nice that we can like have a look out, and yeah, maybe when we can host parties here, it'd be really awesome. I could do some cocktails in the space. So this area used to be where the horrible sink was. It was a really small sink. It was like here, wasn't it, Roo? And then there was like a really tiny window. It looked like you were in a prison or something here. And then yeah, the really horrible sink. And then that was an empty space. So yeah, when we decided to do the kitchen renovations, we were like, it'd be really cool to put a really decent worktop here and a nice big open window. So that's really transformed the space. Even more so is this beautiful sink area here, which isn't quite finished yet. We're still getting there. But this used to be where the chimney was. Really horrible chimney that was infested with these weird flying bugs that like to go in your ears. And yeah, we used to cook on here with the fire, but the walls were crumbling, like they were falling down, weren't they, Rue? Do you remember in this corner? The wall was just falling down. And so we knew we had to knock this space out, but originally we were thinking that we could just knock this space, but we ended up knocking all of it down and starting again because it was really bad quality. Got a huge hole in the wall, guys. And it allowed us to really design the space to how we need it so that we could put the fridge in here. And yeah, so we've added this sink area, which is beautiful. By the way, all of our worktops are titanium. Don't really know much about it. It's really good, it's really strong, and it lasts a long time. And then yeah, we installed this window here, which you can imagine this little inlet here was the chimney. So now we've kind of kept the characteristics of how it was, but we're just putting a modern, clean, nice twist to it. Probably the thing that we didn't really change is the worktop that was here. This is where we cooked our massive doddle. Well, we didn't cook it, but we prepared it here. And this area was where the little window was, that little lookout window. So, boom, all the walls have gone, and we're left with this nice open space. This area is really nice for like making drinks and smoothies. I made my smoothie here this morning. So we have our blender, rice cooker. This is going to eventually be like our herbs and spices. A shelf that's not got anything in it. This is our wedding present from Deanna and Diane, all the way from Australia. It's an electric barbecue. We're still yet to use it, but it's amazing. So thank you guys. And then yeah, we have like a little corner here where we can add all of our produce that doesn't need to be in the fridge. And we've got these really lovely bar top. We were gonna do concrete bar top, weren't we originally? But then I think it would have been too much to construct the actual slab for the top. So we had this idea to do a wooden bar top instead. And it makes the space so nice. And it really brings in like a cottagey feel, which where I'm from in England, where I grew up at my parents' house, it's a cottage, so I love having the rustic style feel to it. The shelf area is another area that we haven't fully finished yet. We just put them up today so that we could finish the kitchen renovations, and we can work on this another time, doing little projects here and there. But yeah, we've just put in these brackets which need a paint, and these lovely shelves which are the same wood as our bar top, so it all like blends in and stays the same style. And yeah, we just got our lovely mugs up here and our glasses. These were our Prosecco glasses from our wedding day. Actually, all of these mugs, we've not bought any of these mugs. They've all been gifted to us. So cool, isn't it? Actually, so many things that are in our kitchen, like some of the appliances and the utensils, cooking pots, pans, plates, cups, everything. They've been gifted to us by subscribers and supporters, so that's absolutely amazing. All right, and the last area for the lower level of our home is our pantry. So as I said earlier, this was what I call the walkway to hell. It really was. If you had been here, if you had actually been in our house and walked down there, you would know that it was awful. It was the worst part of the house. Come on in to the worst room in the house, the toilet. It led to the squat hole toilet that was a dark, tiny space that was leaking water. It was an extension, so the walls were crumbling. It was a squat toilet, so it's not the nicest. And yeah, it had to go. So we ended up knocking that down, but we then blocked off the space because it was just an open hole from where you would have gone to the squat toilet. So we were left with, what do we do with this narrow space? So I was looking on Pinterest, ideas, what we could do. What was our original plan? Originally we were going to put the shelves this way, weren't we? And quite a few of you commented on our pantry video that we should have put the lengthways shelving But if we'd done that, then I feel like we wouldn't have had much room to walk through and it would have been like, you know? So I really like that we've gone with the shelves at the end. I think if we can probably still extend them as well. Like if we wanted to make them bigger, we could do that at another time. And maybe we will if we collect more things, but we don't really have enough things. Like the top shelf doesn't really have anything on it. We don't have enough things to put on there. And we're gonna have loads of storage in the kitchen anyway. Oh, that's what I forgot to say about the kitchen. We eventually want to put some shelves under the worktop so we can store like the bigger things, like the cooking pots, and to kind of clear the worktops a bit, we can put the appliances underneath when we're not using them. So that's the idea. Eventually, we're gonna do this side first. We're gonna put the shelves there and it'll be really lovely. I really like that we can be in here making coffee or cooking food, and we can look outside and see the nature and see the monkeys in the trees and listen to the birds. It's lovely. My plant propagation. This is string of hearts, and like, look how amazing this is. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 new leaves there. So I just got that from the mother plant, which Anna gave me, and I've made this one. I don't know the name of this one, but it looks beautiful. I love the colour. All right, and then let's show you our bedroom. So we've got these stairs, and actually what we didn't think when we were designing these stairs is that the halfway point would make for a lovely dog chill out space. So actually it's usually Sky's bed, she sleeps there at night. But today Puffin is sleeping there because she doesn't like to go outside. She's an old lady. Alright, so we actually added this gate in the halfway point of the stairs so the dogs don't run up to the bedroom all the time.
Coggy, are you literally sat on the stairs crying because you can't come upstairs with me?
We reused, what door is this from? When we bought those antique doors, and we couldn't use them because they warped, haven't they? So we used the frame of the antique doors, but we couldn't use the actual doors themselves because they'd gone really funny. So we thought, well, we don't want to just not use them. They're really cool. They've got really awesome characteristics. So we just refurbished them. Well, my English today. And actually, when Mum and Dad were over here last, this is what they did. It's really awesome, and it has like all the dogs on our upstairs. Go on then. Puppy, go on then. Go. So yeah, I really like that the door has a halfway thing, so you can have it halfway open or you can fully open it. Genius is my dad. And then come on in to our bedroom. Our lovely bedroom. We have our bed. Shouldn't have done that. We actually made the bed frame again. So this was our second time at making a bed frame. And again, like all of our other projects, it's not yet finished. Because we have this thing where we have many projects going at the same time and we don't actually fully finish any of them before starting new projects. Isn't that right? So yeah, but the bed frame is amazing. We just have to get it finished. And I don't know what size bed it is, but it's massive. Like 4 people could probably sleep in that, but it's really nice that Lahiri can be over that side of the bed and I can be... Actually last night you were like diagonal across the bed. Come on to our sofa. Then we have our lovely sofa, which is really nice because we get to look out the window. It's so beautiful. We can see all the different trees and plants. And again, the monkeys like to go in these trees, so it's a really cool place to sit. And I actually like to do my work here. I have a little table. So sometimes when I'm here on my own and I'm editing, I just sit here with the laptop and I have a lovely view and it's super comfortable. Then we have some bean bags, which have turned into Coggy's bed. Coggy sleeps on these bean bags every single night. And Rosie sleeps on the sofa. And then we have our full-length mirror, which again were custom dimensions, but we didn't want it to be this big, did we, Roo? We wanted it to be smaller, but it's quite big. But I love that. And we got this installed just before our wedding. Well, actually we rushed the bedroom renovations ready for the wedding, didn't we? And then we have another window just over here. And again, French doors here. So we're letting so much natural light into the space. And for the sake of doing the kitchen video just now, we switched on the lights, but we don't need the lights on. Now there's no lights, and you can see how well lit it is inside. It's amazing. So we're gonna head out to the balcony. This is our balcony area. It's really lovely. When we were originally thinking of doing the bedroom, we weren't even thinking we could have a balcony, but when we did the slab, we did an overhang so that we could have shelter underneath, but also a balcony on the top. And it's so nice to be able to have the doors open in our bedroom and be able to come out onto our balcony. And we have a washing line because it's kind of monsoon season at the moment, so we put all of our washing on the line here. And yeah, the dogs really love being out here. I've got my house plants out here, like the ones that like to be outside. And sometimes they eat my lunch out here as well. But we have a lot to do for our balcony renovations because it's not finished. We need to get some railings put up. We're gonna make the outside nice and cozy as well so we can sit out here sometimes. But unfortunately the balcony is quite narrow all the way around. It's on 3 sides. So we're quite limited of what we do with the balcony space. So if you have any ideas for a narrow balcony design, let us know in the comments below. So yeah, we've got to put the railings up because it's a little bit of a hazard. We could literally just fall off. And same for our bedroom, we need to put the railings up. Anything else? Maybe my house plants? And then this is where I'm hanging some of our plants. We've got like quite the collection going on our balcony now. So I like to come out here every morning and give them a bit of a spray. And also this area is really nice to do filming. We've actually done quite a lot of filming up here and voiceovers because I really like the audio, the lighting's really nice, the backdrops are really nice. Yeah, it's a really lovely balcony. And I never thought I'd have a home that had a balcony. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's the inside of the house tour done. Now we thought we'd bring you to the outside. It's very sunny. So we want to show you our patio area. We started doing the patio ourselves and we got to the point where we then needed some help. So that's where Ranji came. He's professional at his job. He's amazing with concrete work. So he helped us finish the patio area. So we've got built-in benches. And we did originally have our table outside, but you've seen that's now inside because it's wood and it's monsoon season. So yeah, I'll show you that now. But as we walk through, we have this jungle that's forming. We just got 2 banana plants, 2 banana trees off of our friend Santa. And now we have like 20 banana trees. They've all had babies. There's like a massive family coming on here. So soon we're going to transplant them and start putting them around everywhere. So hopefully soon we can be sustainable with bananas because we buy so many bananas. And yeah, we've got some other plants in the space which is super nice. And this aisle is where I walked up with my dad, and this is where we got married, on our patio area. Right now we're not really using that space so much because we're not really here too much. We're always working. So hopefully soon we'll be able to use this space a lot more. We can get everything back out, like the cushions, and be a really nice chill out zone. It's really good for sunbathing actually. The dogs really love the space too. It's quite shaded here because of the trees. It's really lovely in the morning to have your morning coffee in the space. And yeah, I feel like this morning we just sat having a coffee contemplating and thinking about the rest of the renovations and ideas that we have. Kind of creativity comes flowing in the space. And also when we made this patio area, we didn't even think that we would be getting married on this area. Like we got married here. Like we were standing here. How cool is that? Magayadre, my love. Life is truly crazy and somehow it brought me here to Sri Lanka and to you.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand?
Alright, this space here is just on the other side of our patio. This was originally meant to be our driveway area. This is the advice we took from the people that first started doing our house, well our land. They did our wall and they said that really the best thing to do would be to excavate this whole area and make it into a driveway. But we've now come to realize that we should stick to our gut feeling, and sometimes it's not best to listen to the advice of professionals. We're really regretting what has been done and like the amount of money that we've spent on this and for nothing. Like, we really don't like the idea. We were really misled into thinking that this was a good idea to do. So we're now left with this kind of weird driveway that we're gonna block up with wall. We decided that this morning. We're gonna add a wall here, but we're left with what do we do with the space? So I would really like to put a pool here. It would be amazing to have somewhere where we can go and swim. And it's quite a big space and it's already excavated. But Lahiri had the idea this morning that we could actually fill more of the space with some soil, level it out, and create a nice grass garden area with steps that then leads up to our land. So let us know what you would do in the comments. Would you do a pool, or would you do a garden, or do you have another idea of what to do with a sloping space? And if you missed our house tour video, then let me tell you, we have a lot of land at the top here. Like, our land goes up on an incline. It's quite large. We've started fencing it off to make a natural fence and to secure our property. And we haven't actually done any other work to it. It's an overgrown mess, which is why we're not going up there now. It's a cinnamon plantation. So actually we harvested it at Christmas, which is really awesome. We got a really good yield of cinnamon, and it's really lovely to be able to be growing organic cinnamon that can be exported, which is one of the biggest exporters of Sri Lanka is cinnamon. So we have loads of that on our land, but we have a huge idea and it's going to take a while, but we really want to try and be as self-sufficient as possible. So we want to grow loads of produce up there, like pineapples, bananas, mangoes. We already got jackfruit trees up there. We've got loads of coconut trees. We just got to clear the land and start working it, basically. I'll show you up there today. We've got beautiful views of the nearby lake. It's absolutely stunning. But one, because it's really overgrown. Two, because we haven't still yet put in any structure to easily walk to the top. We really need to put in some steps. And three, because on our way home this morning, we saw a massive cobra literally just up the road, and it is a jungle. We're not advising ourselves to go up there. So we're not heading up there to show you today, but I'll leave you with some beautiful videos of how it previously looked. We just found our first coconut, so this coconut will be really good for making coconut milk.
This one and pig eating.
Ah.
Pig punch.
Pig punch?
Yeah, head punch pig.
Yeah? Is that it?
You must change this house, everything and me, Lucie, and get the so hard work. Now so different and our house. It's a future. Now more work here.
Oh! You're cheeky today. Whoa! You're right up there. Whoa, look at your mad skills. I wish you guys could see how you are right now. What was I going to say? And we actually made the bread. Oh, I need to check my phone about this. Oh, can I talk about my plant propagation? And then tonight. Welcome to our new home, everybody. Welcome to our new home, everybody.